Hello there, my name is Davis, and welcome to episode 1 of my Pokemon Heart Gold Nuzlocke Challenge series. Before we get into the game, if there's anyone watching this video who's never actually watched a Nuzlocke before, don't understand the basic rules and conditions, that is what you're looking at currently on the screen right now. From the top, any Pokemon that faints is considered dead and must be released or put in the Pokémon Storage System permanently. The player may only catch the first Pokemon encountered in each area or route, and none else. If the first Pokemon encountered faints or flees, there's no second chances. We cannot catch any other Pokemon from that current route. And finally, all Pokemon must be nicknamed, so in order to enhance that bond between you and those captured Pokemon, because sometimes, most of the time, they are going to be Pokemon that you don't usually catch or use through a full playthrough of Pokemon. This will actually be my very first ever Nuzlocke on any Pokemon game, so I'm looking forward to how it goes. Very interested to see what kind of party we manage to put together, and hopefully it's not too difficult for us. To make it a little bit more difficult for us though, however, I have added a couple of optional additions to the rules for us. I've included no EXP share, so it makes it slightly more difficult to level up the Pokemon. The weaker Pokemon cannot just sit in the back of the party and let one of my main Pokemon sweep every team. A Pokemon leveled higher than the highest rated Pokemon from the next major battle cannot compete in that battle. It might sound confusing, but it's not too bad when you break it down. So basically, if, say, the next major battle is against our rival in this game, and his highest rated Pokemon is, say, a Cyndaquil level 16, we can none of our Pokemon can exceed that level of 16. Otherwise, they cannot be used in that battle. It's not too bad when you break it down, hopefully. And finally, no daycare center. We can't just drop off any Pokemon we catch. We have to level them up ourselves and face that risk of them fainting in battle. To keep things a little bit different on this playthrough, I have used a Pokemon Randomizer with different randomization settings, which you should be seeing on the screen now, hopefully. Just to keep it a little bit different, not stuck with the bog standard Pokemon that you usually see. So the settings I have gone through: number 1, there are no impossible evolutions in this playthrough. So Pokemon like Alakazam, Gengar, the acquired through Pokemon trading, they are no longer bound to those requirements. I will be able to level those up in game if we ever do acquire a Pokemon that requires such evolution. Number 2, random Pokemon traded and random Pokemon given. So basically, in the world around Pokemon, there are certain trainers that allow you to trade with their Pokemon, as long as you give them the Pokemon they want in return. They are the same on every single game, every single time. They're not changed up at all. But with the randomizer, it changes from the normal Pokemon they want and the normal Pokemon you have to give. So that just adds a little bit more randomization. The wild areas, in the long grass, there's area 1-to-1 mapping. So instead of a completely random Pokemon every time you go into the tall grass, the current area you're in will have a random selection of the same Pokemon. So it's like normal, you find a bunch of Zigzagoon or Rattatas or Zubats in caves. Those Pokemon will hopefully be changed out, and a new type of Pokemon will be in their place. Nothing too serious there. And the final one is the random starters. thought that would be the biggest change, really, not to stick with the traditional starters in this game, which I think is Cyndaquil, Feraligatr, and I can't remember the grass one. I haven't played Heart Gold in such a long time. Not since since it first came out. I haven't done a playthrough since of it. But yeah, that's it from the rules and the randomization settings. Let's get straight into the game. Already this game is giving me serious nostalgia vibes. I think Heart Gold was one of the Pokemon games I put the most hours into when I was younger. Between that, the ones that came before it was Platinum and Diamond I never had Pearl. But this is really sending me back. So quite nice to experience this again. Gonna jump straight into the game. No info needed. I think I remember what I'm doing. Hello, Professor Oak. But everyone calls you the Pokemon Professor. Before we go any further, I'd like to tell you a few things you should know about this world. This world is widely inhabited by Pokemon, blah 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 blah. Yes, we know. Here we go. I am indeed a boy. Yes. My name is Davis. Not Davis. Davis. There we go. It is indeed. I am ready. Looking forward to it. I'm very excited. My very first Nuzlocke. And it's a randomized one at that, so be very interested to see what Pokemon we get as a starter. I'm hoping it's... I'm slightly worried it's going to be very overpowered, like a legendary or something like that. But I'm also very worried that it's going to be something absolutely terrible. I'm hoping it's a little bit of an in between, not too bad, but not too good either. So I'm just quickly giving us the stuff we need for our travels. And the first thing I'm gonna do is go into options and set text speed to fast. I will be setting the battle seat style to set, make it a little bit more difficult for us, so I can't just shift out Pokemon, so I can't just know what the next Pokemon being sent in is. They'll send her in automatically for me. And just to jazz things up a little bit, I'm going to change the frame. Brilliant, lovely job. And on we go to get our starter Pokemon, I believe. I think we can jump straight into it on this game. I don't think she's not our rival in this game. I think her name's Lyra. She's just like the professor's assistant, I think. I'm not too sure. I do believe this shifty looking bloke is our rival, as he kicks us out for him peeping in through the windows. And here we go, Professor Elm. Hi Davis, I've been waiting for you. Do you know anything about my research? Nope. As you know, I do not know. Pokemon are carried in Pokeballs these days, but before Pokeballs we used to walk with Pokemon. Ah, yeah. You walk with the Pokemon in this game. I loved that feature. I was very surprised they took her out of the other ones. The dive, so there's a Pokemon you can choose from. Hey listen, I have this acquaintance that people call Mr. Pokemon. What a terrible, terrible name. Someone got paid to think of that name. He keeps finding weird things and raving about his discoveries. Anyways, I just got an email from him saying this is probably another egg, but we're still so busy with our Pokemon research. Wait, I know. You can go in our place. Can we count on you? You sure can, Professor Elm. Now give me my starter Pokemon. Here we go. Touch the 3 Pokeballs to see what Pokemon is inside. So inside number 1, we have a Gloom. Interesting. It's I was hoping for a first level evolution, so I would have preferred an Oddish, because if Vileplume or I can't remember the other one they evolved into, but I think it's Blossom. They're both decent Pokemon, but it is a grass type. But Baneri, the normal type Pokemon, now Lopunny, has a very, very good Mega... Is it the Mega Evolution? Or something like that. But I know that's not in this game, unfortunately. But it's a good option. Not too strong of a starter, but not too weak either. And finally, a Dragonite, which is a very good Pokemon indeed. However, I think I'm going to pass up on the Dragonite. Could be a little bit too cheesy to start off with one of the best dragon types available in this game. Well, in almost any Pokemon really. I think we're going to take Baneri. Could make it very interesting. It's a normal type, so it's not very good against much, but it's not terrible either. Baneri is definitely what I want. Welcome along, sir. Do want to give a nickname to him? He is a boy, he is a bunny. I think it is only fitting that we give him the nickname Bugs. Bugs Baneri. I think it fits well. It is indeed. Spectacular. Very happy with my choice. I think I've played kept him more interested by not picking Dragonite early on. He could have very easily become a sweeper for the team, despite us having the clause where I can't overlevel Pokemon too much, but even so, this could be cool. A little past Cherry Grove, so that's where we have to go. Off to see Mr. Pokemon. Oh, Davis, I want you to have these to help you with your task. We got some early potions. Lovely, thank you very much. And we are on our way. Like Lyra? Lyra still playing with Imaril? It is indeed Lyra. Still got it. I picked a Baneri. That's a cute Pokemon I have. Thank you very much. When you walk with it, it'll become more friendly. You should turn around and talk to it sometimes too. Why don't you show it to your mother? See ya. Let's talk to Baneri, see if we've got Bugs. Talk to Bugs. He is sniffing at me. Still unsure of me at the moment, I assume. Only just met. But let's go show Mother Dearest our shiny new Pokemon. To go see Mr. Pokemon, Mum. It's not too difficult. Literally just go into someone's house. Thank you for my Poke Gear, however. I think it's just a phone, I believe. Yeah. I do remember how to phone. Thanks phone for the phone, ma'am. I'll see you in a bit. Smell you later. Hello there. Thank you very much. My Pokemon is adorable. You are correct. Wait a second. What do you want now, man? The professor gives us his phone number just in case. Thank you very much. And we shall make our way to Mr. Pokemon's house. Now, I don't believe I have any Pokeballs yet, so the Nuzlocke doesn't begin until I get the Pokeballs. I'll just quickly check to make sure I don't have them. No, I do not. So it'll be a nice early indication to see what kind of Pokemon are appearing on this early route. I think it's Route 29, yeah. So a potential first Pokemon that we could come up against here. Okay, that is less than ideal here. A level 3 Machoke. However, Machoke is a fighting type, which is one of the only things super effective against a normal type. I think I'm gonna try and run from this if I can. It's not something I want. I don't want to be getting knocked out on the first Pokemon I encounter. Might be a little cheap to run away from the very first encounter, but for the sake of the recording, we're gonna skip that one, I think. I think there's a Pokeball. Second encounter. Please don't be a Machoke. Okay, an Ekans. This is it's a little bit more like it. Something a little bit better for me. It does have an Intimidate, and hopefully our first victim for bugs. It does have Splash, Pound, Defense Curl, and Foresight. That was something I was a little bit worried about in the back of my mind, that maybe a level 5 Baneri didn't have an attack-in move, and we might have been stuck here. But he does manage to have Pound, which we will use. And we're just gonna pound away until we get rid of critical hit. You love to see it. Before we go any further, I'm going to take a quick look at what nature our bugs is. Summary. He has a brave nature, which I do believe increases attack and decreases speed, which is nice. He can be a nice, when he evolves bugs, he can be a nice physical attacker. I'm not sure what normal moves are available in Heart Gold, but could be an interesting strategy. He does have the ability Klutz, unfortunately, which means he can't use any held items. I don't know if that means he can't hold any items, or if, say, like a Focus Sash or a Quick Claw or anything like that. Hopefully it just means like Auron berries, or like berries you can't heal from. I'll have to Google that, I think. But yeah, it's not a terrible start at all. We shall make our way onwards. Third encounter. Another Ekans. Okay. So it seems up here is the the Ekans section. Dealt with very nicely. Our very first damage here on the run, taken by a rat. And, we're slowly getting there with the bugs. He's gonna slowly get his way through the experience as we make our way over to this Pokeball, if we can eventually get there. Go. £2, 2 and done. 17 experience, almost to level 6. I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna take our first. I'm not sure what our first big rival match is regarding over leveling the Pokemon, but I am gonna skip that and just go off what the first gym leader's level is. I don't think we're not anywhere near it as of yet, but I will take a look sooner or later at what it is, just to make sure we're not over leveling our Pokemon. That guy has reminded me I am gonna make a quick save. Save state as state 1. There we go. Save to slot 1. Just in case anything happens, I can quickly load back up. Don't have an apricorn bag yet. Can't take that green apricorn. Is there anything down here? There's not, but there is potentially a new Pokemon to see, and it is another Machoke. Another level 3 Machoke. We are missing a little bit of HP, so I am gonna flee that one because I'm not too sure on this starting move pool with the Machokes. I'm very wary of walking into a karate chop and getting one shot by a level 3 Machoke. I am indeed a rookie trainer. I do believe this is the guy who gives us the running shoes. Yes, this is the Pokemon Center, thank you very much. This is the Pokemon Mart. Yep. And this is the way to Mr. Pokemon's house. It is indeed. That is the sea, as I can see, and some Pokemon are only found in water. And that is your house. Still warm. That's what you love to hear when asking a new pair of shoes. Lovely. We do receive our running shoes from the guide gent. I do believe we can just select to keep these on sprint at all times. And now we can go super fast. Sweet. I'm gonna go into the Pokemon Center and heal up what is missing from Bugs' HP pool. communication centers for multiplayer and the PC. Cool, cool, cool. I do like talking to as many people as you can, because you can get decent items from talking to people. Let's quickly go into this house, see if they got anything decent to say. Nothing interesting. Nothing interesting. Okay, let's make our way up to Route 30 into Mr. Pokemon's house. Oh, the guy is back. Take a token from you, a map card. I do believe this is to see the town map. It is, yes. Sweet. Thank you very much. And onwards to Route 30. Hopefully you can find see what this new Pokemon encounter is. Gladion. Wow. That is a cool Pokemon. It's not the strongest of Pokemon, but it's definitely a cool looking Pokemon. Second evolution as well. Could be strong to start. Its attack stat isn't the highest, quite clearly though. Does have Comet Punch. Not much damage at all there, really. Lovely. But, get him out of the way. We should get some decent XP from him, being yeah, 76 XP is very, very nice. Second evolution Pokemon. And Bugs wants to learn Endure. It's not a move I can imagine I'm gonna use all that much, but it's certainly more chance of using it than I am of using Splash. Nice little extra potion to add to the bag. And another Pokemon encounter. Skitty! Cute little Pokemon. Another normal type though, I do believe. I can't remember who he evolves into. I want to say Purugly, but I think that's wrong. Like I said, I haven't played Heart Gold, Soul Silver in a long, long time. Should be a 2-hit kill, I do believe. Second pound should see him off. And it is indeed. Level 4 Skitty, see you later. And Bugs is almost level 7. So yeah, a little bit of background regarding my Pokemon experiences. My very first Pokemon game. Oh, 2 seconds. Yeah, we walked straight past your house, my guy. Yep. Do I have apricorns? No. You gonna give me the bag for it? You are indeed. Thank you very much. Now we can pick up some of these lovely little apricorns. I think you can make them into... Pokeballs, like special ones, like the Heavy Ball, maybe the Dusk Ball, maybe, I'm not sure. I think that's this Pokemon. But yeah, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, my very first Pokemon game was, I had Fired Red, but I never really got into it. It wasn't something I was interested in. I had a PlayStation 2 at the time, I think, and I was more focused on that. As we get into another one, Drowsy could be an interesting Pokemon to get. Evolve into Hypno, which is a decent psychic Pokemon. But yeah, I had Fired Red, and I wasn't too interested in it. And it wasn't until my cousin got Ruby version, I seen him playing it, and I loved it. And every time I'd go over my nan's and he was there, he'd be playing it, and I'd get more interested in it then. And he finally completed it, and he gave it to me to use. And since then, it was a match made in heaven. Fell in love with Pokemon. Probably the series is one of my favorite games as a series. And from there, I think I went back to Pokemon 5 Red after completing Ruby. And I'm not sure what came out after Ruby. I think it might have been the Diamond, Platinum, but I'm unsure. Could be wrong. But yeah, I played every single Pokemon game since then, more or less. I think the only game I've missed really is like Let's Go Pikachu, is it? Let's Go Eevee. I have it. I haven't completed it fully. It's I wasn't the biggest fan of it, to be honest. But I am a big fan of the new ones, the Sword and Shield. I like what they've done with that game. The new expansion pass, Island of Armor, I think it is, just came out. I haven't got it yet. I haven't got around to playing it just yet, but I will be looking forward to that when I get some spare time. Let's get rid of another Skitty. Another 2-hit KO. Getting a lot of critical hits with bugs. He's doing well so far for me. He's done a good job. And we've made it to Mr. Pokemon's house. Gonna grab this pink apricorn. That is a apricorn tree, yep. And in we go. I am indeed Davis. You must be Mr. Pokemon. And this is what you are giving me, a mystery egg. Now I'm not totally sure if this is going to be a random Pokemon that we get from it, or if it is the bog standard one. I can't remember what it is that hatches from this egg though. I think it's a Togepi or Togekiss, whichever one the first evolution is, but not too sure. Does heal up our Pokemon, it's very, very kind of him. And I do believe this is Mr. Professor Oak himself, top dog, numero uno. And he is indeed. Just popping over into Johto from Hoenn. I can indeed help you out if you give me the Pokedex. That would be absolutely fantastic, Mr. Oak. High-tech encyclopedia. No way. I will certainly try my best to find some top-notch Pokemon to jot down. And I will take your old man's phone number. Excellent. And onwards we go back home. Oh, phone call off Mr. Professor Elm. It's a disaster. It's just terrible. What should I do? Oh no, please get back here. No. Oh no. I wonder if we could have a problem here. I do know your rival picks one of the Pokemon you don't choose. I'm just wondering now if they've picked a random Pokemon, one of the ones that I didn't pick, so a Gloom or the Dragon type one, or if he's gonna pick one of the bog standard Pokemon from the normal game. Drowsy does hit a 70% chance hypnosis on us, unfortunately. I don't think it's going to do much damage to us, being 4 levels higher than it. Yeah, just 2 damage, but wakes up straight away. You love to see it. And we take down the Drowsy. But yeah, a rival with a Dragonite could be very problematic indeed. So we'll make our way back through Cherry Grove City. I do believe if we run through here, we will bump into our rival. It's a Pokemon that's too good for a wimp like you. Man, that's one thing I miss about the old games. You don't get the dickhead rival who's stuck up his own ass. And I'm gonna have to teach him some manners here. Please don't be Dragonite, please don't be Dragonite, please don't be Dragonite, please don't be Dragonite. No, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. He's gone with a Chikorita, the grass type Pokemon, evolves into Bayleaf and Magnanium. It was I think Chikorita was the one I picked when I first done my run through of Heart Gold, so props to him for picking Chikorita, but unfortunately we're gonna have to get rid of you, pal. One more tackle. We are 2 levels higher than him for now. And I think that will be that. It is not. The growl takes us down low enough so that we can't... takes one more hit, delays the inevitable. And yeah. 1-0 to us against our rival. Bugs reaches level 8. And we defeat Passerby Boy. Gives us your money, 500 big dollars. You're gonna be the world's greatest Pokemon trainer, boy. Is he gonna be in for a rough ride? Slams us out of the way, but drops his ID card. We got you. We know who you are, pal. You're going to jail, kid. Make our way back down Route 29. See what all the commotion was about. Jump down through the ledges. Another Machoke. We are level 8 now, 5 levels above him. I'm gonna take on the Machoke. I'm hoping I don't get hit by a like some sort of... Ah, that's okay. Yeah, it is super effective, but it's not done. It's not done an amazing amount of damage. I do believe low kick, I think, is the other one where effects depending on how much the Pokemon weighs. That could be low sweep, I think, but I'm unsure. Level 2 Ekans, we'll get him out of the way. You should only be a 1 or 2 hit, even through the Intimidate. Every little bit of experience counts. So almost a 1 hit. I think without that Intimidate, it would have been a 1 hit KO already. And that is it. We've made it back to Nuzlocke Town. I'm going to save it there, and that is where I'm going to end the episode for this one. Episode 1 done and dusted, nicely set up. We've got our starter Pokemon, Bugs the Baneri. We definitely had some interesting picks to pick from, but I thought I'd keep it a little bit low-key. Didn't want it to be too overpowered with a Dragonite going straight in there. And we got something to build on with Bugs Baneri. But anyways, guys, if you've made it all the way to this part of the video, thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date on other videos I do, keep up to date on this series, any other series, you can subscribe. That would help me out massively. I've been Davis. Thank you very much for watching. Good night.